you want to have more confidence than you know what to do with, get the promotion you want, raise your price as an entrepreneur, stop feeling disconnected to the people you love, and show up like you finally want to show up, then you need to understand the Sung Jin-Woo Effect, right? I'm going to explain it to you in this video. No email, no course, no nothing. You just have to watch this whole video now. I feel so strongly to tell you this right now that my phone's not even charged. It's at 20%. So it might be shorter than needed. So I'm really going to have to be impactful and have to give you the most amount of information in the least amount of time, both because I understand your attention span is very small, especially if you don't know who I am. There's 1,000 other things you could watch, but this is important. And once you realize it's important, only then, if I make good on that promise, I ask you to give me a subscribe, go through my other content, level up, because you deserve it. But I'm going to stop yapping and tell you exactly how to apply the Sung Jin-Woo Effect right now. Now, if you're like me and you've been watching anime for a while, you just watched this 12-episode second season of an anime. But if you didn't, let me give you a brief explanation, so don't lose us, okay? Because it's important you understand this if you want those previous stated benefits as well, right? The main, if I had to sum up this show in the shortest amount of possible words, I would tell you that the main character starts off as possibly one of the weakest, most in-the-way scrubs of all time. And despite that, though, he's got a lot of heart, and because he's doing his job for somebody he loves. His mom is sick. He's got to make money to help his mom out and help his little sis out. And even though he's not fit for the job in his mind, and it's borderline, it's not even a borderline, it's literally risking his life daily to do it, he's got to keep going. And I feel like a lot of us can relate to that. We're normal. If you're like me, you're a normal person, right? You start off, okay, just being normal. No successful person was successful from the jump, right? And even people who came from successful people, it doesn't matter until they do something themselves. So we're much like this character ourselves. But the point is throughout the episode, he figures out, and I might have fucked up the audio, so I apologize, but we're going to keep it raw. He figures out that he can level up in life. He gets this ability, I'm not going to spoil it, but he just becomes ridiculously stronger than pretty much anybody. So he goes from the bottom of the list to literally, at the point where we're at in the show, it's like 10 people on Earth, right, that are going to mess with him. And so now he walks around like he's that dude. I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. He would solo the verse, right? And more importantly than that, he gets stronger by fighting more difficult opponents over and over and over again. So there's no end, and his only goal is to just keep finding stronger people to try to fight so he can get stronger, and it just never goes, right? It just keeps going. Now, what if you applied that type of energy, confidence, and mentality to every single thing you did? What if you showed up to your next, work meeting, and instead of having an idea that you think would help the company and thinking about it and not saying anything because you're scared or whatever, you just act like the person who always does speak up and does get the promotion and says the same thing or a worse idea than you, and you know it's not going to work and you have a better idea. Speak up. Don't do it in a place of arrogance. Do it in a place of confidence. Do it at the end, level S rank version of Jin-Woo, right, is you. How would you be, right? Same thing if you want to have confidence to approach somebody you've never talked to. One, right, you don't want to be weird. Why would it matter? Do you think when Sunjo, you can see it, like there's a joke, if you watch the show, that this main character gets all the baddies in the show, right? And if that just happens to be what you're watching this video for, he does it by not caring. He's focusing on his own mission. He has his own goal in life that has nothing to do. And so because he's so focused on that, he has so much confidence in that, and that's what his soul is on, that's what I believe is attractive for them. As I believe that's how it is in real life. Same thing with business partnerships. Nobody who's doing a business partnership wants to do it with you if you got, that's the only thing you got going on is working with them, right? They want to work with people who are going to pull them up. And so applying this effect, being able to show up is easier sometimes than saying, how can I be the best version of myself? Because oftentimes it's difficult to imagine ourselves in the best version of ourselves because we've never done that. We've never been a person who's been confident. We've never been a person who's been validated. We've never been a person who believed in ourselves. So it's hard to just turn that on. But if you watch the show, you see what it looks like. You can imagine your eyes glowing, whatever, right? Don't get too crazy with it, but just literally using your imagination and then proceed to do whatever you're going to do anyway. But do it from a place in confidence as if you were level S, National Hunter, maxed version of you. And if you've never seen anime and you still watch this whole thing, pick a super character or fictional character that you know would have zero qualms, zero doubt, zero anxiety about whatever it is. Just applying this one thing will dramatically change your life. Don't take my word for it. Try it out for a week. Come back and tell me how it works. I mean, I guarantee the comments will be crazy. If you actually watch this whole thing and you actually apply it, please come back. I promise it'll be worth it. So this is a short video. I promise I wanted to be as impactful as I can. My phone's going to die. It's cold. I know your attention's starting to... I don't want to prove you with words. I would rather you try this and then go let me know how it works, because that's going to be the best way for you to understand. You could probably figure this out instantly once you just sit and imagine this, use a 4K clarity, try it for a little bit. So peace, love, and prosperity. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one to work on your mindset, to be able to unlock that confidence, get out of your own way, remove limiting beliefs, you can book a call below. Peace, love.